So, compared to other languages, Portuguese pronunciation is relatively, consistent. So it's very important to know how to pronounce.
Yeah.
What is that? Okay.
Can't hear you.
Huh?
Can't hear
You're on mute, Shanti. You're on mute.
Okay?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So I was saying that compared to some languages, Portuguese pronunciation is relatively consistent. So once you know the rules properly and you practice some of the, the finer pronunciations, you are well on your way to speaking the language. All right? So today, I would like to go through the rules of pronunciation of, yes. I would like to go through the rules, okay? So that by yourselves, you can practice. You can practice the sounds. You can practice the way, the phonemes, the sound, the units of sound. Okay? So let's take A. A can be pronounced as A or A. Like the word casa. Okay? The word casa has got two A's. The first A is pronounced as A, and the second A, that is at the end of the word, is pronounced as A. Now, always, when a word ends with an A, the last A, the ending A, is always pronounced, it is kind of cut short. Okay? So you say the word casa, you say it is A the first time, for the first syllable. So you stress on the first syllable. So it is casa, casa. Okay? The sound of B is B. There's nothing special about it. Now the sound of C. The sound of C can be K or S. Okay? So if it is CA, it is Ka. It is CO, it is Ko. It is CU, it is Ku. And CE is Se, and CI is C. Okay? I think this is the same in English also. Right? CA is always Ka, and CI is Se and C, or something like that. Now, the sound of D is always a soft D. Never D. There's no D in Portuguese at all. So please remember that always the D is D. Whatever word, you will always, whether it is at the beginning of the word or middle of the word, the D, when it comes in Portuguese, it is the. Now, the E, the vowel E, it can be A, it can be A, and it can be E, short, like cut short at the end. A good example of the word, of the pronunciation of the E, the Portuguese E, is the word elefante. Okay, the word elefante is, the first E is E, the second E is L, and the last E is fante. It is hardly pronounced. Okay, so it is elefante. By the way, there is no PH for elefante. Is pronounced with ELEFANTE. Okay, the elephant, elefante, is pronounced, is written ELEFANTE. So whatever words in English are spelled with PH, it is not so in Portuguese. It is always F, like the word pharmacy. Pharmacy will start with an F, farmácia. Okay, so farmácia is with an F. There's no PH, which makes the sound fur. Okay, Lorraine, can we go to the next? Yes. So F is fur again. So as we said just now, farmácia is elefante, is all with F. Now G, again, like the C, it is GA is ga, GO is go, GU is gu, JE is je, and JI is G. So it is more or less, you know, you've already heard about the sound of je. It is like in pleasure. Je, leisure, pleasure. It is je. Now, when we need to write, when we need the sound ge and gi, then we have to write it as GUE, GUI. Then it will be ge and gi. Okay. Now, H. This is the letter I want you to be, careful about today. Now, the H is always silent when it is followed by when it is connected, combined with a vowel. It's completely silent when it is combined with a vowel. Like, for example, the words, they are spelled in the same way. The words hotel, hospital, humor, horror, these are written in the same way in English as well as in Portuguese. So the word hotel, in Portuguese it will be hotel. The stress is on the last syllable because it ends with a L. Remember? L-R-Z. So hotel. All right. So the H is completely as if, it didn't need to be there at all. So it is hotel. It is hospital. Again, stress is on the last syllable. Hospital. All right. Hotel, hospital. Again, the word horror. In Portuguese, it is horror. Horror. See, the R's are rolled, but we'll come to that later. For now, I want you to know that the word horror is not horror. It is horror, as if the H is absolutely absent. Okay? Then the word humor. Humor, as in American English, they write H-U-M-O-R. No U there. So humor is written the same way in Portuguese, but again, the H has no sound at all. All right? Honesto. Honesto means honest. Again, in English also, it has got no sound. Sorry? Okay. So, honesto, again, has got no sound. It is written with a H-O-N-E-S-T-O, honesto, but it has no sound at all, and it is pronounced, it is not even pronounced at all. All right. So now we come to why do we need it? It changes completely the sound of NH and LH, and also of CH, but that is simpler. But NH and LH, I want you to learn to and practice at home, practice during the week, the sound, the H, when it is combined with an N and combined with an L. I want you to learn how to pronounce it. It has to be NH, for example. Let's take NH. Okay. The word uña, the nail. The nail is uña. So ñ. I think in some languages there is GN. Ñ. You know, this sound of GN, that is the sound that you need. It is you get it by touching the middle of your tongue to the palate and getting the sound not from the throat but from the nose. Ñ. Okay, you do not use the throat to get this sound. Ñ, ñ. It is pushed through the nose. While the word LH, LH is the same way L. It is, you slightly roll the tongue and touch it to your palate, but you get the sound from the throat. So everybody can try it. Ñ and L.
Nya and yeah.
L, yeah. Ñ and L. Okay?
Yeah, and Lia.
Good, good. So examples of words would be dinheiro. You know, dinheiro. Dinheiro is money. In some languages, in Spanish, I think they say dinero. But no, here it is dinheiro. Dinheiro. You have to touch the tongue to the palate, and the stress is on that ñe. So dinheiro. All right? Dinheiro. And in the same way, the word uña, I told you.
How you spell it?
Dinheiro is D-I-N-H-E-I-R-O. D-I-N-H-E-I-R-O. Dinheiro. And the word uña, again, it has got two syllables and the stress is on the first syllable before last. Uña. Uña. Okay? Uña. Now, examples of the word LH. Words in LH. Okay? Let us take the word colher. Again, it ends with an R. So the stress is on the second syllable, the last syllable. The word is colher. Colher. So you take the y sound from the throat. Okay? So colher. Ilha. Colher is C-O-L-H-E-R. And the word uña is U-N-H-A. Uña. So colher would be C-O-L-H-E-R. Another word is ilha. Ilha means island. You know, in Goa, we have the Tiswadi. Tiswadi is ilhas. Ilhas. So it is ilhas, ilha, ya. All right, comes from here. The same way, more or less, ñ and y. But for y, you roll the tongue a little bit and get the sound out from here. So also the H changes the sound of the C. When it's combined with the C, it changes the sound of the C. So it becomes sh. It is not, it's a little different from sh. You know, it is sh. Like in, let's say like in a sheet, a shadow, sh. Okay? So it is, so it changes the, so the H only changes the sound of these three consonants. All right? Now, can we have the next slide? Yes. So the the sound of E is either E. No, it's only E. That's all. I've written it in two ways. E is only E. There's no I anyway. All right. J you know already, like in pleasure. Je. K is kind of absent in the Portuguese language. The letter K is absent. But it is nowadays used in these borrowed words like okay. K and Y were actually absent, but we have now borrowed words from other languages. So we do use the word okay instead of shabe. It means the same thing, but we use the word K. Now, L is L, the plain L. Now, M, when it's combined with a vowel, when a vowel comes after it, it is ma, me, whichever way it is, the normal sound of ma, and a nasal sound when it comes after a vowel. Like EM would be A. It's a nasal E, A. Okay? And when it comes after A, it would be A or Ang. When it comes after U, it is When it comes after I, it is I. Like we did the word jardin. Okay, so it changes and makes the sound of a vowel nasal. The same with an N. When it comes before a vowel, the sound is an N. And when it comes after a vowel, it is similar. Okay. The O would be either O, would be O, or would be like U at the end of the word. All right. P is per. There is no PH. Okay. Q is qua, ke, ki. Okay. It is qua, ke, and ki. All right. The next one, Lorraine. Yes. R. The sound of R is R or R. R. Okay? By rolling like little children, R. Now, S is sometimes S, sometimes Z, like in kaza. When it comes before a vowel, at the end of the word, it is usually Z. And it is je sometimes, or sh, like it's a very like all yush. It's actually sh, but some people can say all yush, je, like it doesn't make a difference. All right. So the S before a C, P, Q, or a T becomes sh. So shka, like the word we learned the word dark green or dark blue is ishkuru. It is not iskuru, it is ishkuru. Sh. Okay, ishkuru. Then before a P also, let's say especial. Special is especial. ESPECIAL is especial. Sh, it becomes a sh. Before a Q also, izquierda. Okay, you did the word, it means left, izquierda. Or a T, estudar. Estudar. Estudar is to study. Okay, so when it comes before a C, P, Q, or a T, it becomes sure. All right. Now the sound of T is again never the T, but it is the. Just like the, it is the. Okay. U is always U. V is V. There's no W. Now X. X has got various sounds. X has got a number of sounds. Okay. There are times when it is like exame. Okay, or izatu. Exame is written in the same way as exam in English with an E at the end. Exame. E-X-A-M-E. And it is exame. It is written with an X, just like in English, and you pronounce it as exame. All right? Then there are words like, then sometimes it is sure, excelente, or sometimes it is sure. I can't get a word with sure now. Sometimes it is sure. Okay. I'll get another word. I'll give you some examples later. So Y is not there in the language and Z is Z. Okay. So as we have seen above, it is CA is car, CO is ku, CU is se, CU is ku, CE is se, CI is C, and K and ki is written as QUE, QUI. All right. The same way, GA, GO, GU is ga, go, gu, je, ji, and ge and gi is written with an U. Okay. So these are the sounds that you can go over again and learn them, you know, familiarize yourself with them, and you will not have any trouble pronouncing the words correctly. Okay. Now we will go. Today I was just thinking of quickly going through the months of the year. Okay. Yes. So we have the months Janeiro, Fevereiro, Março, Abril, ends with an L. So Abril. It is not Abril, but it is Abril. Okay. Maio, Junho. So Julho, you. Right? Agosto, Setembro, Outubro, Novembro, Dezembro. All right. So the months of the year are simple. You just have to familiarize yourself with the pronunciation of the months. All right. Similarly, the days of the week. Okay. The days of the week are, you say segunda-feira for Monday. It's the second day of the week. So it is segunda-feira, terça-feira, quarta-feira, quinta-feira, sexta-feira, sábado. See, there is an accent there, so the stress goes on the first syllable. There are 3 syllables, sábado. But the stress is on the first syllable because always when there is an accent on a syllable, the stress is on that syllable. So sábado and domingo. So let us, you can say it with me. I think you're all mute, so you all can say it with me. Segunda-feira,
Segunda-feira,
terça-feira,
terça-feira,
quarta-feira,
quarta-feira,
quinta-feira,
quinta-feira,
sexta-feira.
sexta-feira.
See, here the spelling, the pronunciation of X is sure. Okay? Sexta, not sexta. All right? It is sexta-feira,
Sexta-feira.
sexta-feira,
Sexta-feira.
sábado
Sábado,
e domingo.
domingo.
Domingo. Yes, domingo. All right? So you get yourself familiar with these words because these are common words which you can use as you are speaking, and you know them you know that they are used quite often, Monday, Tuesday. All right? So segunda-feira, terça-feira, quarta-feira, quinta-feira, sexta-feira,
Sábado,
sábado, domingo. All right?
Excuse me, Shanti. Can
Yeah.
can you pronounce that the second one after segunda-feira? How do you pronounce?
Yes, good question. Good question. I have missed that comma below the C. In the,
Just say that
I-
coming that
good question. Yes.
Segunda-feira.
That is the C. Normally, the CA is always Ka. But when you want to use, when you have to use the word C and you want the sound of Sa, then you put that little comma below the C, which is called a cedilla. Cedilla, yeah. That is called a cedilla. And that is used below the C to make the sound of that syllable Sa instead of Ka. Okay?
Thank you. Thank you.
So that was a good question, which I had completely missed telling you this, the phoneme. The letter C can carry, that's the only letter that carries the cedilla below it to make the sound of the Ka into Sa. Same way to make the sound of the CO, if you put a cedilla below the C, when it is CO, then it becomes so. Oh, like for example, the word almoço. Almoço is lunch. A-L-M-O-C cedilla O. Okay? C cedilla O is so. So it is, and at the end of the word, so it becomes su. So almoço. Almoço. Another word with CU, for example. Again, the same thing. Açúcar. Açúcar is sugar. Açúcar is sugar. And that is written as A, C cedilla U, C-A-R. Açúcar. It's not sugar, it is shukar, C-A-R. Okay? Açúcar. But we will come to those words again. The vocabulary will go on expanding. Okay? You've already learned a lot of vocabulary. I'm very blessed. Sorry? Yeah. So açúcar is sugar. And that also, to make it su, because you know the Latin word is sucre, no? S-U. But here it is açúcar with a C, but with a cedilla. So açúcar is sugar. It also, CU takes a cedilla below it, and it is C. All right?
Another
Asuk.
one I just want to know is
Yes.
sexta. It
Seshta.
cannot be sexta.
No. It is Seshta. It's pronounced as
Seshta.
Seshta. Unfortunately, it's written like this, but that's how it's written.
Thank you.
Sexta. Sexta-feira. Sexta-feira.
Sexta-feira.
Friday is sexta-feira. It's
Seshta.
sexta.
Okay.
It
Thank
could have easily been written in a different way, but there it is.
Sexta-feira.
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 Sexta-feira. Yeah. So please get familiar with the pronunciation. All right. Please try to do this. And another thing I would like you to do as a homework is try to find. I'll give you another 4 verbs to practice the conjugation. Okay, just practice with cantar.
Kantar.
Okay, practice the conjugation with cantar. You must have already learned the conjugation. So cantar, eu canto, tu cantas, ele canta, ela canta, você canta, nós cantamos, você. Okay, so you do it with practice with the word cantar, practice with the word estudar, estudar, E-S-T-U-D-A-R. Cantar is C-A-N-T-A-R.
Cantar.
you.
you please repeat the months of the year?
Yes, sure. It is janeiro, fevereiro,
Fevereiro.
março.
No, could you put it on the spellings on the slide?
Put the slide. Rain, is there a slide on it?
Yes, there is a slide.
Yes.
There will be a recording out.
Yes,
Yeah.
there will be a recording.
Yeah.
Okay, so we could follow it from there. Because-
Yes.
So actually,
So-
Shanti, you gave us the first 2 words, Kantar and
Cantar,
Estudar.
estudar. Then you do dançar, dançar,
Ansar.
Dança.
dance. Okay? Cantar is to sing, estudar is to study, dançar is to dance, and chamar. Chamar is to call. Okay? Chamar is to call.
Okay.
So please practice the conjugation of the verb in the present tense. The verb
me,
ending
Shanti.
with yes.
Excuse me, Shanti, how do you spell the word shamar?
C-H-A-M-A-R. Chamar. Okay. Chamar is with a C. There is no SH in Portuguese.
Mm.
Okay. Sh is always CH. Okay.
So
Is it with
Shamar.
an accent underneath? Shamar is
No,
No,
because it is CHA.
okay.
CH. It is not CA. CA
Oh,
would be
okay.
ka.
Yes. Okay. Thank you.
CA would be sa, not sha.
Okay.
I told you the pronunciation of 3 words, 3 alphabets. That is LH, NH, and CH. Okay, the H, the presence of the H is only to turn the spellings, the pronunciation of the letters L, N, and C.
Thank you.
All right?
thank you,
think we have-
Shanti.